Go ahead.
Okay, the craziest WhatADay story you ever heard, and it involves both Rebelli Stefanski and Vaimoin, okay, which is a good mix, right, to have. So a few things. My good friend watched back in the day Rebelli Stefanski's WhatADay, which was Bove Basra, beginning of Bove Basra last year.
That's right.
And he secretly, he didn't even tell me about it, joined the DAF and he started listening to it daily. So he's been, Baruch Hashem,
Which I think I've told you, since I watched that WhatADay, I started Daf Yomi too.
with Rebelli?
No, not
Daf
necessarily.
Yomi in
Daf
general.
Yomi. I started mid Baba Basra. I started Daf Yomi.
So it was a good push.
It was very good.
Okay, that's also a chiddush. I didn't remember
I
that.
started Daf Yomi, with lapses.
Yeah. So usually it comes with lapses. The
Yeah.
chiddush with this Yaman is he's not allowing me to say his name.
Go ahead.
People know him. The chiddush with him is he hasn't missed one day.
Wow.
And he's mamish, he's stark. So now we're coming up to Rosh Hashanah, and I had a very big challenge in my life. I went in with my baby to the hospital for 3 weeks, 21 days,
remember this,
which
yeah.
ended in the middle of Rosh Hashanah. It was a disaster. The scarcity that we went through, and Baruch Hashem, now everything is
Yeah,
fine.
you sent me this text, and I was like, "Oy, what's going on?"
It was pretty scary. It was pretty nerve-wracking. I met so much chesed. I kept telling Hashem, if you want to be in a good mood, you should visit Columbia Hospital. Bemet. I'm saying this. I was yesterday there for follow-up, and the chesed that goes on there is crazy. While I was there, my shvuger, Shalom Kupperstein, made it to Israel for Erev Rosh Hashanah, Aleph Slichas, something like that. And he attended to one of the shirim. Also influenced by the episode, Baruch Hashem, he started the daf, and he's by the shir, and he realizes it's a good time to tell Rebelli that Ari Chaimowitz is in the hospital with his son. So he tells Rebelli, and Rebelli tells him right away, I must call him. I must talk to Ari. So he writes me, expect a phone call. And sure enough, Rebelli's too busy. I never get the phone call. Goes by some time. In the meantime, we release an episode about Vaimoin. Behind the scenes of
Behind the
Vaimoin.
scenes, yeah.
Right?
So
It shows how they operate. It doesn't show any of the owners.
That was the
because,
point.
Yeah, that was the point. Very good. You watched the episode. I'm impressed. It's a compliment, actually. And he watches the whole thing, and my friend watches it, and he's very inspired. He feels like he discovered a whole new thing. He had no idea about Vaimoin. The same friend that's been doing the daf for
which
Rebelli
was inspired by you to do the daf.
now
he's
sees,
inspired
there's
to
something
do it.
Vaimoin. Now, he thought until my episode of the WhatADay, he said, Shmir Sanaim is a Zach for Buchrim. You know, Buchrim I have to watch. Where you man? I have my cup of Platz. I know what I'm doing. I'm not busy with Schmitz, Baruch Hashem. I'm walking the... But then, Hoshana Rabbe Banacht comes. Maybe I should bring my phone. I should. You're going to see just for this.
Okay.
Here's where it gets crazy. Hoshana Rabbe Banacht, Rabbi Eli Stefanski sends me a WhatsApp. So he remembered
That he has to call you.
that he has to call me. He says, Hoshana Rabbe morning by him. I'm going to show you the time. Hoshana Rabbe. Monday, October 13.
Yes.
I realized that I wanted to call you and speak to you. I remember you went through some hard kufa with your kid in the hospital. I kept on saying I'm going to call, and I didn't. So I figured, okay, it's better now than never. I hope everything's going okay with him. And he's still holding, he's still steiging, he's still making a difference in Klal Yisrael. I could yontiv, I could cripple.
Beautiful.
That happens, Hoshana Rabbe. I don't have my phone for the entire Chol HaMoed, as everybody knows. I don't have it until Motzi Yom Tov.
Beautiful. I was not aware. Wow.
So wait, look how everything starts to intermingle, and it's crazy, and you have to mamish wrap your head around this. Rebelli sends this at 12:42 a.m. our time. At that time, my friend is sitting in his car, Hoshana Rabbe by night, watching Vaimoin after Vaimoin after Vaimoin after Vaimoin.
Because of the episode.
And he lands, because he just revealed that there's so much more to see. He's being inspired. He goes for another one. He's going backwards.
Yeah.
Look which episode he hits. I'm telling you, I'm starting to shake as I'm saying this, because I myself don't realize how big this is. He sends me, this is the one he watched. Shlomo Lando, here. Vaimoin. He arrives at this video. Torah Anytime app, opening up, and this, okay, sometimes it doesn't give it to you, you have to click it again. Don't ask me why. My mama's getting emotional over here. Look, this is This is the video. I'm going to make it short.
There was an Israeli woman who had to travel to the United States for a particular reason. He wasn't the man of means. And when he came back, he landed in Ben Gurion Airport. He collected his suitcases and he went outside to take a nesher. You know the nesher is that van taxi that waits until it fills up.
Okay. So he tells a story about somebody arriving in Israel from America.
Taking a
and
nesher.
A nesher. Today, nesher doesn't exist anymore. But this is a few years ago. There was a tender that takes you from the Ben Gurion Airport to Yerushalayim, but it needs to fill up.
That's right, yeah. I
Right?
remember
So
something
they wait until...
Yotze Mayad.
Right. Luckily enough, he comes out and he sees that there's only one seat left. So he's excited. He's going to make it. He comes up. He sees the only seat is next to a lady. So he asks the driver, please, if you can help me. The driver starts screaming at him. People like you, I don't want on my tender. Get out of here.
Wow.
So he gets off. Bevoisha spoon him. Why? Because he was makbid not to sit next to a lady. That's why it's a very annoying video. Wait and see what happens. After an hour, he drove up to Yerushalayim. On the way up, there was a slowdown, there was traffic, and they realized that there was a major accident with that exact tender that he was mevater on.
Yeah.
And that's why it's a very annoying video. My friend sits in the car, and he's moved. He's very moved by this video. He says, enough is enough. I've seen enough. I want to see something I can do right now to do better in Shmir Sanaim. And he doesn't have many options. You know, he's pretty young. There's a filter on his phone. He thinks to himself, which app could I get rid of as a show, mischazik?
Step, yeah.
Now, one more key detail. As he's sitting in his car, there's a mabel. Whoever remembers this year, a few weeks ago, Tufshin Paivuv, Hoshana Rabbah, there was a mabel.
That's right.
It was extremely windy. Stuff were flying everywhere. Some sikas were flying. I remember on my block there was a sikka in the morning when we went to Shield. There was a sikka in the middle of the block.
Yeah, we're like warned everyone and showering them to take in.
It was very, very
Close
windy.
as
He's
well.
sitting in the car. It's very windy outside, mubbling. He can't see anything outside, and he decides to erase two apps. Not crazy, nothing crazy. One of them is Spotify. Spotify, you get filtered. You hear all you Torah shirim on it, but sometimes they put ads on it, and you can't really control what you see on the ads. So sometimes there's ladies on the ads. He decides he erases them. As he's erasing the second ad, a 300-pound tree lands on his car. The whole car boom, shakes like a leaf. And it took him time to realize what's going on because it's in the midst of the noise and the rain, and he has a sunroof, and he's the noise of the crazy rain. This whole thing fell on his car. You see this whole thing?
Yeah.
It's like a log,
Yeah.
like a whole piece of a tree, and it had a pointy thing that fell on his dashboard where the hood and the window meet, and it actually made a hole in the plastic dashboard.
Wow.
Like mamish, like a sword.
Stabbed through.
The thing that got him, he said if it was 1 foot this way through the sunroof, he wouldn't have made it.
Wow. And he just...
So he feels like this Kabula saved his life.
Wow.
Now, he's thinking to himself, I should tell someone the story, but I'm embarrassed. I don't want to tell anyone. And I don't know anyone in Vayemoen. This is a Shana Rabbah night. This is still, everything's going. He's shaking. This whole car was shaking. Everything was it's mubbling. He says, forget it. It's fine. I'm not going to tell anyone. This is between me and Hashem. He goes to Yom Tov Simchas Torah, and throughout the Yom Tov, he's thinking to himself, this is not fair. This is Hashgacha Pratis. I should tell someone. I should tell Ari, maybe. You know, he knows me. And Motzi Yom Tov, he comes home. He tells Hashem, you know what? If you want me to tell Ari, make sure Ari comes to me. That's his, in his words, he challenged Hashem. He said, I don't really feel like I should do it. I don't know if I should do it. If Hashem brings me Ari, I would do it. And he opens up the Shir. That time, when he was challenging Hashem, I came into the office to check all my messages from Yom Tov. I open up, I hear a belly. Here, I answer Motzei Yom Tov, this long thing, 11:34 p.m., which is almost, it's 6:30 a.m. in Eretz Yisrael. It's before the 7 a.m. Shir.
I'm about to go to MDY to give a shear, and I heard your message. It's kind of sad. You fell off the bandwagon. I understand why.
What was that?
So I confessed to him that I fell off the daf when I was in the hospital because it was too hard for me. It was nurses and it was doctors, and I ran the first few days. I was still running back to the computer. Maybe let's listen to the daf. I couldn't. The baby was crying a lot. It was too much for me. So I told him I fell off, and I'll be back one of these days. I davened for it. I tell him. So he tells me, "You're crazy. If you're going back now." So he's back and forth. He's giving me a whole 2-minute long thing that I must go back. And I said, I love you too much to say no. Thank you so much. It's a kiss from Hashem. I'm going back. That's it.
I reached out to our very good friend, Rabbi Ari Chaimowitz, from the video, Day in the Life. What a day. That has like 55,000 views in English, 40,000 views in Hebrew, and he never did anything in Hebrew. It was the first one in Hebrew. So he was going through a very hard kufa. So I reached out to him before Yontif. I said, I left him a quick message. His kid, a very young kid, got an infection or something, mamish ICU, whole thing. So he texts me back. He says, Baruch Hashem, I'm out. It was 21 days of mamish akbas nefesh and kemo. You can't even imagine. He's a person who hasn't missed a daf since he took the first WhatADay in Bava Metzia something, right? And he tells me, I fell off the daf in the hospital, and my heart like, wow. He says, Be'ez Hashem, I was mekabel myself in Simchas Torah, mekabel myself to jump on one of these days.
This guy just challenged Hashem. He opens the daf Motzei Yom Tov.
And he says, Ari.
So he decides to call me to tell me the whole story.
So I'm looking at you, Ari. Everybody falls. Some are forced to fall. Listen, he's in the hospital. This kid is not. It's still not 100%. Still have to daven, but he's going to be there. 21 days with a small child, 2-year-old, whatever, in ICU. It happens, but then you have to get up. It's Motzei Simchas Torah for the Olam in Chutz La'aretz. Some people fell because of Yontif, whatever it is. We get up and we go weiter. Here we go, brand new parak.
But do you realize how intermingled this is?
Wow.
Do you realize
so many
different things happen over here?
Times, and because you didn't have your phone with you, you only answered later.
And when I answered, it made him respond in the shir, which
While
made his challenge to actually be mefarsem the story. And I'm finishing now the story, and this is the details I know. Probably there's more to it that I don't know, or we don't even realize.
That's always the unbelievable part of Hashgacha Pratis that we, even as you just said, you saw something huge, wow, and there's so much more which we don't know.
Right.
And every single moment these things are happening.
Yes.
Hashem gives us these glimpses of like, wow, you see, now you know what I'm doing all day. Okay, behind the scenes.
I'm not sitting up bored here.
Behind the scenes, there's just so much going on.
Yeah.
Hashem sometimes just opens up and gives us a glimpse. And that's what it means, by the way, Lusad Lovo, we'll have clarity. Like, oh, wow, unbelievable.
The realization.
So we have moments of them. We have moments of them throughout life.
So the realization of this is first of all how important my daf is, how important his daf is, how important Vaimoin is, how important deleting Spotify, which is not even a schmitziger, even if you do anything for Kedusha. Even if you take off your glasses, there's a famous story. I'm not going to go into more stories. There's crazy stories. But any ounce of Kedusha Yid adds, Hashem will make the tree and make the rebellion forget for 3 weeks and remember Hoshana Rabbah morning. Come on.
Absolutely.
What else do you remember?
I just wanted to add and how important it is, your work, that people actually get inspired because if you say something. And sometimes should never withhold to say anything inspiring.
I just saw Reb Shimon Spitzer B'Shem Zohar HaKodesh for this. That scared me actually in one way. He said the same that they're going to punish you for saying a bad word to someone, a vibrational pattern destroying his world, and who knows how many damages you did, maybe for generations. You never know what a bad word can do. For not saying a good word, they're going to punish you the same. Which means if you go past by a Ingeman Shtibel and he's sitting alone, you say, wow, this guy's good. And you didn't say it to him, you held back, you say, et lachen for me. You're going to get punished for that. For holding back a good word. Al timna tovim be'ulav.
That's right.
It's a Zohar HaKodesh.
Beautiful. But if you do. It's not about the punishments if you don't. If you do.